Sir, I have one question. That is, I know all grammars and I know how to speak, but when I trying to speak, but that time my mind is totally blank, and that time I don't understand what I say. So my question is that how can I overcome this problem?
Okay. So your problem is that even you know that all the grammatical aspect, even if you know that how to structure the sentence, but still when you start speaking, you face some problems like your mind goes blank and you cannot structure the sentence. Okay. So what happens is that you have to understand very clearly the moment you are trying to speak, maybe your focus is only being correct. You're trying to be correct all the time. You are thinking in your subconscious mind, you are thinking that if I make any mistake, people will judge me. My reputation will go down. So that's why there is a two things going on in your brain. First of all, you are thinking about all the mistakes kind of things, like if I make mistake, this kind of thing happen. And on other side, you are trying to speak. So whenever you are speaking, you have to focus only one single thing, and that is your message. That what I want to say and how can I say that. Okay, you have to stop thinking about your grammatical performance. You have to stop thinking about your pronunciation also. The people who are listening to you, they are there not to judge you. They are there not to check your grammatical performance. They just want to listen to you. They want to know what you want to say. For example, right now you are asking me a question. You are asking me a question. So I am focusing on what question are you asking. I'm not giving the importance that what mistakes you make in your question. So every time you stop caring about all of these mistakes, you become confident and you feel confident and you can speak better. So that's the thing you have to do. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. First, welcome.
So actually, I can speak English with my friends and classmates, but when I try to speak with my sir and anyone, when I feel very shy, please could you suggest me how I overcome my shyness?
Yes. So you were saying that when you speak to your friends and your classmate, at that time you can speak better, but at the time of speaking with your teacher and seniors, you feel shy and you feel nervous.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's very common. This is one of the fear that every single individual English learner they have. Okay. But how you can overcome? First of all, you have to understand why you are facing this problem, because you are not afraid of your friend. Even if you make mistake, you are not getting scared of your friend. You feel very much comfortable because he is your friend. He is not gonna scold you. He is not gonna tell you something negative. That's why you are feeling comfortable. But the moment you are speaking to your seniors, the moment you are speaking to your teachers, you have a mentality that if I speak something wrong, maybe my teacher will scold me. Maybe my teacher will tell me that what are you doing? How are you speaking like this? How can you make this mistake? So we have this kind of mindset. That's why you are feeling very much nervous. But you have to think one thing. Even if he is your teacher and even if he is your senior and you are a learner, the moment you are speaking, it's very common that there might be some mistakes that you would be doing. But teacher is not always be ready to scold you or to tell you something negative. Okay, teacher also knows that if a student is learning, that means he will make mistake, and that is acceptable. So when you stop thinking about that if I make mistake, there is something wrong in me, that's why you are getting stuck, that's why you're feeling nervous, you have to feel very relaxed. You just need to share your message, like what you want to say and how comfortable you can say that. So the moment you will change your mindset, you don't need to change your grammatical syllabus. Okay, you don't need to study a lot of grammar to become perfect speaker. What you need to change your mindset, how you think about English language. So that one or two things you have to do.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Most of the time I working hard, but still I cannot getting result. Could you say who is routine based for me and I'll follow, then I'll get a good result?
Okay. So your question is that sometimes you work really hard, but you did not get the result that you expected. Okay. So you want to have a routine or a kind of time management schedule,
Yes.
that so that you can get the success or get the result in your life. First of all, whenever you are trying to do something, just try to understand that initially you will not get the result. Maybe you are working so hard, but you don't know how to do it properly. So when you start working on something, you would understand there are so many things, there are so many mistakes that you would do.
Yes.
So many path or so many ways you will explore that you will see that this is not workable. This is not the right path to follow. So sometimes what happens, sometimes when we are trying to achieve something, we are doing multiple things.
Yes.
And we feel that this particular thing is not working in our favor. And we feel demotivated.
Yeah, definitely.
But to achieve anything, maybe you will do 10 things. 9 things will not work. Only 1 thing will work. But you have to wait for that one thing to be worked. But as we always easily give up, that's why we always say that we work really hard, but we do not get the result. But the first thing you have to remember, you have to be patient. You have to be patient enough to get any result of your life. So hard work, it does not mean like that if you are doing hard work that instantly you will get the result. Even if you are doing hard work, still there will be so many problems, and you have to be consistent. You have to stick to that work. Maybe slowly you will get the result.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, most welcome.
Dada, I have a question, and before asking that question, I start with the beginning. That before joining this academy, and I cannot speak at least one sentence, and I cannot understand English properly. But now I can speak English, and I can understand the English. And when I see any movies in English, I can understood it. But the problem I face that when I meet with someone's, and when I meet with my relatives, I don't know how to start communicate with them, and I feel also on that time also I feel very nervous and shy.
Yeah.
So how can I solve
Okay.
that problem?
So you are talking about that how you can start your communication with your relatives.
Yes.
And it does not mean it has to be in English, it can be in Bengali
Bengali,
also.
yeah, yes.
So the thing is that you have a problem that you cannot start any communication. So this is a very common problem. Most of the time what happens when we talk to a new people, any new people, it's the number 1 sentence that we say, how are you?
Yes.
So that's after saying, and the person reply us, and he asked also that how are you?
Yes.
And after having all of this conversation, we feel like it is end.
Yes.
There is nothing we can say. So first of all, you have to try to show your interest into that person.
Okay.
Like if a person, he is studying MBBS.
Okay.
So you have to keep asking some questions like. So in which college are you studying right now? In which year? Why did you choose especially MBBS? Not you're a science student. Why didn't you choose BTech? So you have to keep asking questions, and the moment you will be doing that, he will feel that he is a very good person, or he will feel comfortable to talk to you.
Sir, could you suggest me how to overcoming fear about speaking English?
Yeah. So overcoming fear is how you can overcome fear. The first thing that you have to understand, you have to take some steps. Most of the time what happens, we fear something and we do not take any steps. For example, I am afraid of speaking in front of public. So I cannot say like first I will overcome my fear, then I will speak in front of people. No. You have to come and start speaking in front of people, then you can overcome. It's not like first you will overcome, then you will speak. You will speak, then you will overcome. So this is the problem. Most of the time we see a problem, and without touching the problem, we want to solve it. You are saying, sir, I'm not confident. How can I be confident? So if you want to be confident, then show your less confident person to other people. Speak the way you are right now. And the moment you start speaking, you start showing up, you could understand that what weakness you have, you will figure out how you can overcome it. And one of the simplest strategy of overcoming any fear, any kind of problem, keep doing it again and again. আচ্ছা আচ্ছা দাঁড়াও একটু নিচু করলে একটু ঠিক আছে কমফোর্টেবল লাগে